Seniors, every bite you take could be a step towards stronger health or a silent threat to your future. Some meats you trust might be fueling hidden dangers, heart attacks, memory loss, even chronic illness without you realizing it. The worst part? These risks don't announce themselves. They build up quietly, stealing your strength and vitality day by day. But there's hope. In this video, I'll expose the 4 most dangerous meats you need to avoid after 60, ranked from bad to worst. Then I'll share 4 incredible meats that can rebuild your muscles, sharpen your mind, and protect your heart. Meats almost nobody eats, but everyone should. Don't let another meal work against you. Stay tuned, because your health depends on what's on your plate. Hey everyone, thanks for joining me today. As someone who's crossed into their 60s, I've noticed how differently my body responds to the foods I eat, especially meat. It's not just about taste or habit anymore. The meats that once seemed fine don't always sit right or give me the energy I need. Over time, through my own experience and by watching friends, family, and digging into the latest health research, I've learned that the kind of meat we eat after 60 really matters for our heart, brain, and overall health. You see, as we get older, our bodies change a lot. Muscle loss, slower metabolism, weaker digestion, these aren't just buzzwords. They're real changes that affect how we process food. And that means some meats we used to enjoy can now quietly harm us, raising risks for heart problems, memory issues, or inflammation without us even realizing it. But it's not all bad news. The good news is some meats are actually powerhouses for seniors like us. They help build muscle, keep our brains sharp, and support our heart health. I've seen firsthand how swapping out certain meats for better choices can make a big difference, and science backs this up too. So in this video, I want to share with you the 4 worst meats you really should avoid after 60, ranked from the least harmful to the most dangerous. Then I'll reveal 4 of the best meats that can help you feel stronger, think clearer, and live healthier. No fluff, just facts and practical tips you can start using right away. Whether you're cooking for yourself or someone you love, making the right meat choices is one of the simplest and smartest ways to take control of your health as we age. So stick around, because what you learn today could add years of strength and vitality to your life. Alright, let's get started. But first, let's look at the risks of processed and factory-farmed meats for seniors. Now let's dive into something many of us might not realize. Processed and factory-farmed meats come with hidden risks, especially for seniors like us. These meats often look tempting and convenient, but they carry chemicals and additives that our aging bodies find hard to handle. Over time, they can quietly damage our health, increasing the chances of heart disease, cancer, kidney problems, and inflammation. So what exactly makes these meats risky? It all starts with how they're processed and what goes into them before they hit the supermarket shelves. When meats are processed, think sausages, deli cuts, or pre-packaged chicken breasts, they often get pumped full of preservatives called nitrates and nitrites. These are chemicals added to keep the meat looking fresh and to prevent bacterial growth. Sounds helpful, right? But there's a catch. When nitrates and nitrites are exposed to high heat, like frying or grilling, or when they interact with stomach acids, they can transform into something called nitrosamines. And here's the problem. Nitrosamines are known carcinogens. That means they can damage your DNA and increase your risk of cancer. Besides preservatives, processed meats are usually loaded with sodium, sometimes hidden in sneaky ways. Too much sodium raises blood pressure and puts extra strain on your kidneys, which are already working harder as we age. Add to that saturated fats and other additives like artificial flavorings and sugars, and you have a recipe that can quietly undermine your health. Now, why are we seniors especially vulnerable? You might be wondering, does this really affect me? The answer is yes, more than you might think. As we get older, our bodies don't detoxify as efficiently as they did in our younger years. Our kidneys, liver, and digestive systems slow down, meaning toxins linger longer. This makes us more susceptible to damage from preservatives and additives. Also, chronic inflammation tends to increase with age, which is a major driver of many diseases, including heart disease, diabetes, and cognitive decline. Eating processed and factory-farmed meats rich in harmful compounds only fuels that inflammation. Scientific studies have confirmed that seniors who regularly consume these meats face higher risks of cancer, heart failure, and kidney dysfunction. Let me break down the 4 worst meats you should be cautious about. 1. Conventional pork pork sausage. Pork sausage is a breakfast favorite for many, but conventional pork sausage is often a ticking time bomb for seniors. Most supermarket pork sausages are packed with nitrates and nitrites to preserve color and shelf life. When these chemicals break down, they create nitrosamines, those dangerous carcinogens I mentioned earlier. A 2022 study tracking over 18,000 adults aged 60 and older found that eating processed pork sausage just twice a week increased the risk of colon cancer by 22%. It also raised the chance of kidney dysfunction by 16% compared to those who avoided it. Beyond the chemicals, pork sausage contains high levels of sodium and saturated fat. Excess sodium spikes blood pressure and stresses the kidneys, while saturated fat raises LDL cholesterol, the bad cholesterol linked to plaque buildup in arteries. For seniors with existing hypertension or diabetes, pork sausage becomes an even greater health risk. Second, deli ham and processed cold cuts. Next on the list are deli meats, like ham, turkey, bologna, and other cold cuts you find pre-sliced in the deli section. They're convenient, but they're often ultra-processed and loaded with preservatives, sugars, and sodium nitrite. Sodium nitrite is another preservative that can form harmful nitrosamines in the body. Plus, many deli meats hide added sugars and phosphates, which can spike blood sugar and stress kidneys. A major 2020 study following 40,000 seniors revealed that those eating processed deli meats 4 or more times a week had a 24% higher risk of developing heart failure and a 19% increased risk of death from any cause compared to those who ate them rarely or not at all. These meats also carry a heavy sodium load, contributing to swelling in the legs and ankles, a common complaint among seniors, and over time, the combination of preservatives and additives can worsen inflammation, damaging heart and brain health. 3. Deep fried chicken, especially fast food. Fried chicken, the crispy, golden comfort food so many of us love. But for seniors, deep fried chicken, especially from fast food chains, carries some serious hidden dangers. When chicken is fried, it soaks up oxidized oils, often cheap soybean or corn oil, rich in omega-6 fatty acids. While omega-6 is essential, too much of it triggers systemic inflammation, raising blood pressure and damaging artery linings. High heat frying also creates acrylamides and advanced glycation end products, compounds linked to oxidative stress, which accelerates aging and tissue damage. A landmark 2020 study followed over 100,000 women for 2 decades. It found that those who ate fried chicken more than once a week had a 13% higher risk of dying from any cause and a 12% increased risk of heart-related death. Seniors with underlying heart or metabolic conditions face even greater risks. Plus, the fried coating usually contains refined flour, salt, and sugar, factors that spike blood sugar and promote belly fat, a major driver of insulin resistance and diabetes. 4th, factory-farmed, skinless chicken breast. Chicken breast is often sold as the healthy go-to meat, but when it's factory-farmed and skinless, it's not as good as it seems, especially for seniors. Factory-farmed chickens are usually fed GMO corn and soy, antibiotics, and sometimes even arsenic-based compounds to speed growth. Studies have detected residues of these chemicals in supermarket chicken. In 2021, Consumer Reports found that over 60% of tested chicken breasts had antibiotic-resistant bacteria, which poses serious threats for seniors with weaker immune systems. Skinless chicken breast is also extremely low in healthy fats, which are vital for absorbing fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. Seniors relying heavily on lean, skinless chicken often show signs of dry skin, brittle hair, and slower wound healing. Moreover, eating the same dry, grilled chicken breast repeatedly can cause deficiencies in zinc, B12, and collagen, nutrients critical for muscle strength and joint health. A 2018 study showed seniors eating skinless chicken breast more than 5 times a week had a 16% higher rate of muscle loss and frailty. So, as tempting and convenient as processed and factory-farmed meats can be, they carry real risks, especially for seniors. From carcinogenic preservatives to inflammation-promoting fats, these meats quietly chip away at heart, kidney, brain, brain, and muscle health. But knowing this is the first step to making smarter choices that protect your health and add quality years to your life. Next, we'll explore the best meats that seniors can enjoy safely. Meats packed with nutrients to rebuild strength and keep your mind sharp. Stay with me. If you stayed till now, then you did right. I will be listing the 4 best meats seniors should eat. After learning about the meats we should avoid, it's just as important to know which meats can actually help us thrive as we age. The right meats can provide vital nutrients that support muscle strength, brain function, heart health, and immunity, things many of us want to protect as we enjoy our golden years. Based on both research and real-life benefits I've observed, here are 4 meats I highly recommend seniors include in their diets. 1. Grass-fed lamb, a nutritional powerhouse. Let's start with grass-fed lamb. Unlike conventional lamb raised on grain-heavy feedlots, grass-fed lamb comes from animals that graze naturally on grasses and herbs. This natural diet results in meat richer in omega-3 fatty acids, same healthy fats found in fish that help reduce inflammation and protect the heart. Grass-fed lamb is also an excellent source of zinc and vitamin B12, 2 nutrients seniors often struggle to get enough of. Zinc supports immune function and wound healing, while B12 plays a key role in maintaining nerve health and preventing anemia. Both are critical for preserving energy and vitality after 60. A 2020 study published in the journal Nutrients showed seniors who included grass-fed lamb in their meals twice a week experienced a 23% improvement in muscle strength and a 15% drop in inflammatory markers compared to those who ate mostly poultry or processed meats. This is powerful evidence that lamb can help seniors stay active and reduce chronic inflammation. A common aging hurdle. Tips for including grass-fed lamb. Choose cuts with some marbling, like shoulder or leg, for the best balance of flavor and nutrients. Roast or slow cook with herbs like rosemary and garlic to preserve nutrients and enhance taste. Trim excess fat after cooking, but don't strip all the fat. It helps absorb important vitamins. 2. Pasture-raised duck, rich in iron and healthy fats. Next up is pasture-raised duck, which might not be a regular on everyone's plate, but deserves a comeback, especially for seniors concerned about heart and brain health. Duck meat is darker and richer than chicken, packed with iron and selenium, minerals vital for energy production and antioxidant defense. Iron helps prevent anemia, which can cause fatigue and cognitive fog. Selenium supports the immune system and protects cells from oxidative damage. What sets pasture-raised duck apart is its higher content of omega-3 fatty acids compared to typical poultry. These healthy fats support flexible blood vessels and reduce inflammation, lowering the risk of heart disease and supporting brain clarity. A 2019 study published in Frontiers in Nutrition followed seniors who ate duck twice weekly for 6 months. Participants saw a 19% improvement in cognitive function and a 21% decrease in inflammatory markers compared to those eating only chicken or beef. The study credited the rich nutrient profile of duck's dark meat for these gains. How to enjoy duck. Opt for pasture-raised or free-range ducks whenever possible. Slow roasting is ideal to keep the meat moist and tender. Don't shy away from the skin. Provides essential fatty acids and fat-soluble vitamins seniors need. Pair duck with antioxidant-rich fruits like cherries or oranges to boost nutrient absorption. 3. Sardines with bones and skin. Small fish, big benefits. Now, let's talk about a humble but mighty protein. Sardines. These small, oily fish are nutritional giants, especially when eaten with their bones and skin intact. Sardines deliver highly absorbable calcium and vitamin D, essential for strong bones and reducing the risk of osteoporosis, a condition that affects many seniors. The edible bones provide collagen and minerals which support joint health and skin elasticity. They're also rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which combat inflammation and protect heart and brain health. Because sardines are small and low on the food chain, they accumulate fewer toxins like mercury, a major plus for seniors wanting safe, nutrient-rich fish. A 2022 study in the Journal of Nutrition, Health and Aging found that older adults who ate sardines twice weekly for 12 weeks had a 29% improvement in bone density and a 32% reduction in triglycerides, which lowers heart disease risk. How to eat sardines. Look for sardines packed in olive oil for an extra dose of healthy fats. You can eat them straight from the can, mash onto whole grain toast, or toss into salads and pasta. Add fresh lemon or herbs to mellow their bold flavor. Including sardines twice a week is an easy way to boost vital nutrients. 4. Grass-fed beef liver, nature's multivitamin. Finally, let's shine a light on a traditional but often overlooked food: grass-fed beef liver. This organ meat packs a serious nutritional punch that's hard to match. Beef liver is loaded with bioavailable vitamin A, which supports vision, immunity, and skin health. It's also an excellent source of B vitamins, especially B12, which helps maintain red blood cells and neurological function. Iron from liver is highly absorbable, helping prevent anemia and fatigue. One unique nutrient found in liver is coenzyme Q10, CoQ10, which powers cellular energy production and acts as a potent antioxidant. CoQ10 levels decline with age, so eating liver can help seniors sustain energy and protect against oxidative stress. A 2023 clinical trial published in Nutrients showed that seniors who ate 100 grams of grass-fed beef liver twice a week for 10 weeks experienced a 44% increase in energy, a 37% improvement in memory, and better hemoglobin levels compared to those on a lean meat-only diet. Tips for eating liver: choose grass-fed or pasture-raised sources to avoid hormone and antibiotic residues common in conventional liver. Soak liver slices in milk or lemon water before cooking to soften the flavor and texture. Quickly saute with onions, garlic, and herbs to preserve nutrients. If the taste is strong, blend small amounts into meatballs, chili, or stews for an easy nutritional boost. How these meats support healthy aging. Each of these meats delivers nutrients that seniors particularly need. Muscle maintenance: protein, zinc, B vitamins help preserve muscle mass and prevent frailty. Cognitive function: omega-3 fatty acids, B12, and antioxidants support memory and protect against cognitive decline. Heart health: healthy fats and anti-inflammatory nutrients reduce cholesterol and protect arteries. Immunity: vitamins A, D, selenium, and zinc boost immune defenses that weaken with age. By incorporating these meats thoughtfully into your weekly meals, you can nourish your body with what it truly needs to stay strong, sharp, and energized. Practical tips for including these meats: aim for 2 to 3 servings of these meats per week, balancing with plenty of vegetables and whole grains. Buy grass-fed or pasture-raised whenever possible. Farmers markets, specialty stores, or trusted online sources are good places to start. Rotate your meats to keep meals exciting and ensure a range of nutrients. Use gentle cooking methods like roasting, sautéing, or slow cooking to preserve nutrition and flavor. Don't be afraid to include organ meats like liver a couple of times a week. They're nutritional gold mines. Choosing the right meats after 60 isn't about cutting out meat completely. It's about choosing the right ones. Grass-fed lamb, pasture-raised duck, nutrient-packed sardines, and grass-fed beef liver are some of the best allies you can have in your kitchen and on your plate. They provide a powerhouse of nutrients to keep your muscles strong, your mind sharp, your heart healthy, and your immune system ready to protect you. Eating well with these meats can truly help turn back the clock, giving you the energy and vitality to enjoy life fully for many years to come. Now you know the right kinds of meats to take in. Let me add some bonus information. Let me help you understand meat quality and why source and preparation matter. When it comes to meat, not all of it is created equal, especially for seniors. I've learned this the hard way and from watching others, plus diving into what the experts say. The quality of the meat you choose, how you prepare it, can make a huge difference in how well your body absorbs nutrients, how much benefit you get from each bite. So let's unpack why where your meat comes from and how you cook it truly matters after 60. First, let's talk about factory-farmed meat versus pasture-raised or organic options. Factory-farmed animals are typically raised in crowded industrial settings. They're often fed GMO grains, corn, and soy, plus antibiotics to prevent disease in those tight spaces. These practices might make meat cheaper and more available, but they come with downsides. Because of these farming conditions, factory-farmed meats can contain antibiotic residues, hormone-like chemicals, and fewer beneficial nutrients. For seniors, these residues can disrupt gut health, weaken the immune system, and contribute to antibiotic resistance, problems we don't want when our bodies are already working harder to stay healthy. On the other hand, pasture-raised or organic meats come from animals that roam freely and eat natural grasses and plants. This kind of diet means their meat is richer in omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and vitamins like A and E. Studies show that pasture-raised meats often have better fat profiles, meaning more heart-healthy fats and less harmful saturated fat. For seniors, choosing pasture-raised or organic meats means getting more nutrition and fewer chemicals, helping to protect your heart, brain, and joints. Did you know the feed, antibiotics, and farming practices affect meat nutrition and safety? The way animals are fed and treated on farms directly impacts the safety and nutritional quality of the meat we eat. Factory-farmed animals getting antibiotics regularly can pass antibiotic-resistant bacteria onto the meat, which is a serious concern for seniors with weaker immune systems. Also, animals fed primarily GMO grains tend to produce meat with higher omega-6 fatty acids and lower omega-3s, upsetting the delicate balance our bodies need to manage inflammation. Chronic inflammation is linked to many age-related diseases, so this imbalance isn't something seniors want. Organic or pasture-raised animals, however, eat more natural diets, resulting in meat with a healthier fat profile and higher levels of beneficial nutrients. Choosing meat from farms with humane and natural practices can reduce exposure to harmful substances and give your body the nutrients it needs to thrive. Now you might be thinking, but isn't fat bad for me? Here's the thing, not all fats are created equal, and seniors especially need the right kinds of fats to stay healthy. When meat has good marbling, the thin streaks of fat running through muscle, it actually provides essential fatty acids that help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. These vitamins are vital for bone strength, brain function, immune support, and reducing inflammation. Removing all fat or skin, like choosing only skinless chicken breasts, can leave your meals protein-rich but nutrient-poor. That's why including moderate amounts of healthy fat from meat or skin helps seniors maintain energy levels, support cell repair, and keep skin and hair healthy. Pasture-raised meats tend to have better fat quality with more monounsaturated and omega-3 fats, unlike the saturated and omega-6 heavy fats found in many factory-farmed options. Now, how about safe cooking methods to preserve nutrients and avoid harmful compounds? How you cook your meat matters just as much as what kind you buy. High-heat cooking methods like deep frying, char grilling, or pan frying at very high temperatures can create harmful compounds such as acrylamides and advanced glycation end products. These compounds increase oxidative stress and inflammation, both of which are enemies to healthy aging. For seniors, cooking methods that preserve nutrients and minimize these harmful byproducts are a smarter choice. Here are a few favorites. Steaming. This gentle method keeps most vitamins intact and doesn't produce harmful compounds since it doesn't involve direct high heat. Roasting. Slow roasting at moderate temperatures allows the meat to cook thoroughly without burning or charring. Using herbs, garlic, and olive oil enhances flavor and antioxidant content. Air frying. A modern twist on frying, air frying uses little to no oil and cooks with hot air. It creates the crunchy texture we love without soaking meat in unhealthy fats or producing as many harmful chemicals. Additionally, marinating meat in antioxidant-rich ingredients like lemon juice, herbs, or vinegar before cooking can reduce the formation of harmful compounds. In short, after 60, the source of your meat and how you prepare it are just as important as the meat itself. Choosing pasture-raised or organic meats means fewer chemicals, better fats, and more vitamins. Cooking them gently preserves those nutrients and keeps you from ingesting harmful compounds that can speed up aging. By paying attention to where your meat comes from and cooking it smartly, you're giving your body the best chance to stay strong, sharp, and healthy for many years to come. So there you have it, the meats that can quietly damage your health after 60 and the ones that can rebuild your strength, protect your brain, brain and keep your heart strong. It's not about giving up meat entirely. It's about making smarter choices that work with your body as it changes. Remember, quality matters just as much as quantity. Choosing grass-fed, pasture-raised, and nutrient-rich meats like lamb, duck, sardines, and beef liver can provide your body with the essential nutrients it needs to stay vibrant and healthy. And cooking them gently helps preserve those benefits. Every meal is an opportunity to nourish yourself and invest in your future. Small changes in what you eat today can add up to years of vitality, clarity, and well-being tomorrow. I encourage you to take this knowledge and start making those healthier swaps. Share your experiences, questions, or tips in the comments. I love hearing from you and learning together. Thank you for spending time with me today. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss more science-backed health tips made just for seniors. Here's to stronger muscles, sharper minds, and healthier hearts, one smart bite at a time.